On this episode of Goofing Off,
Kyle has in store an epic battle of 3 games on Face Off.
Movie Snobs is back with a new release of DC's Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice.
And we go on campus to check out the video game club. Hello, and welcome to our live show here on Goofing Off. I'm Andrea Ash.
And I am Brendan O'Hara. So I cannot believe we've already made it to the last episode. This semester has seriously just flown by. I'm gonna start to get sentimental.
I know, I can't believe we're going to lose our seniors this year.
As a matter of fact, who are our seniors?
You know, I'm not totally sure. But while we find out who our seniors are, let's see what Brendan has for us this week on Animate.
Hello anime fans, I'm Brendan O'Hara and this is Animate. In celebration of Adult Swim partnering with Production IG to bring back not 1 but 2 new seasons of this show, I felt it was only right to cover this cult classic anime, Fooly Cooly. This series starts out simple enough and introduces us to the main character, Naota Nandaba, who lives in the small town of Mabase. He goes to school, hangs out with friends, and comforts the ex-girlfriend of his now star baseball player brother who has since moved to the United States. But all of this changes when he meets the one and only Haruhara Haruko, who promptly, and I am not making this up, runs him over with a Vespa scooter and hits him in the head with a bass guitar in order to open an interdimensional portal in his forehead through which robots emerge and do battle against each other. Yeah, this anime has one of the wackier plots out there, but that's what gives this show so much of its charm. It throws tons of fun plot points at us, but at its core, Fooly Cooly is more about how the characters handle the story rather than the story itself. And at only 6 episodes, this series is a lean, mean character development machine, with each of its characters growing in some way by series end. Animation is handled by Gainax and Production IG, who are famous for Evangelion, and for an anime that was released nearly 16 years ago, it still holds up extremely well, which makes me even more excited to see how the new seasons compare. With its quirky characters and story, you can tell how much fun the animators had with it through random style changes, like a scene animated in the style of South Park to one written out like a manga, and fourth wall breaking moments that never become too much to take you away from the story and only get you more into the show itself. This anime is definitely something special and one of a kind. It's also on my short list of English dubs that aren't terrible, so those of you who aren't fans of subs can rejoice. Fooly Cooly is one of those series that you can watch over and over again and still catch little details you didn't see before, or understand the meaning behind a scene that seemed completely random the first time you saw it. Seriously, for such a short show, it has a ridiculously high rewatching value. Fooly Cooly does a lot of things right on its path to tell this coming-of-age story, and if you're looking for a classic anime full of fun and random moments, you should check it out. That's all I've got for you this time, but don't forget to tweet out any thoughts or recommendations you might have to ZTV Goofing Off using the hashtag Animate. Who knows? Your favorite anime might just appear. Until next time, I'm Brendan O'Hara, and this has been Animate. Man, I am just awesome at what I do. I mean, Animate is just such a great segment. I think we just need to take all of Goofing Off.
Brendan, it's not time to talk about your segment right now. We have Dominic waiting.
Right. Well, I am short on cash, so let's see what Dominic has for us this week on Games on a Budget.
Hi everybody, I'm Dominic from Emily, and this is Games on a Budget. Today, I'll be looking at a heartwarming point-and-click puzzle game called Finding Teddy. In this game, you play as a young girl who stumbles upon an entirely new world while searching for her stolen teddy bear. There is no dialogue. Instead, you interact with the world through riddles and music. You'll come across some creatures very early on, and if you don't properly interact with them, they probably won't be very friendly. They're usually far from friendly, actually. Fortunately, there is always a trick to make them a little less gloomy, and once they're looking better, they won't be a bother to you anymore. As with any point-and-click game, you'll want to pick up every item you can because it will always be useful later on. One unique aspect of the game, however, is the music you're able to play to solve certain puzzles. The notes are invaluable for interacting with the world, and I found it to be a very rewarding way to solve the problems I encountered. You also solve certain problems with the help of friends you make along the way, like Mr. Fly, a very dapper-looking bug you encounter early on. While the main goal is to find your teddy bear, you can complete some optional riddles that may unlock more story and achievements. There are also hidden fireflies that will unlock concept art, and if you don't get to everything your first time through the game, you can replay it with perks to make finding the collectibles easier. With a pleasant soundtrack, handmade graphics, and a heartfelt story, I found the game really enjoyable to play. Finding Teddy was developed by Storybird and is available on Steam for $6.99 and can be bought on the App Store for 99 cents. Know of any good cheap games, like what I had for you today? Be sure to tweet at ZTV Goofing Off using the hashtag GOAB. Until next time, I'm Dominic Frammy, keeping your wallets full with games on a budget.
Well, would you look at that? We've made it to our first break. Sit back, relax, and we'll be right back.
If you like what you see here on Goofing Off, be sure to like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and follow us on Twitter.
Welcome back. If you're just now tuning in, welcome to Goofing Off Live in Colby Hall, right here at the University of Akron.
That's right. So now that we're back from our break, let's see what movie Cameron reviews this week on Movie Snobs.
Oh, and it's going to be a good one.
Hello everyone and welcome to Movie Snobs Live. I'm your host Cameron Blenton and today I will be reviewing one of the most anticipated movies of the year, Batman vs. Superman. Now, no one is more disappointed in this movie than I am. You know how Marvel took their time and developed each character, made you feel a connection to each one so that when they came together, you actually felt something? Well, throw that all away because it doesn't happen in this movie. It pulls a reverse Avengers by throwing together characters that we haven't seen before and then making their own separate movies. It crams so many of the big name DC comics together just for the next few movies that it actually ruins this one. First, let me just say that the actors and actresses were amazing. Batman was played by Ben Affleck, and honestly, this was kind of a surprise, but he did a great job portraying the Dark Knight. Then, we have our newest hero, Wonder Woman, played by Gal Gadot. And honestly, there wasn't much to go on for her character. She just kind of popped up around the place, but didn't really do anything significant except for in the big fight. But from what we saw of her, she did an excellent job. Hopefully we'll see more of her next time. But some of the characters just didn't seem right. Like Lex Luthor, played by Jesse Eisenberg. I'm not a fan of him because he's all over the place. He has too much energy. The Lex we know is just cool, calm, and collected, always thinking with a business-like mind. This one was just jumpy and never stopped talking and had way too many quirks. Also, he has no reason to hate Superman. Originally, Superman stops all of Lex's evil plans before Lex started hating him personally. But here, he just hates him. And while we're on the topic of hate, they never really talk about why Batman hates Superman either. He just does because of how strong he is. And Superman hates Batman because he works outside the law, even though Superman himself does the exact same thing. Then there's Wonder Woman. And that's it. She is just there and joins the fight at the end. She has absolutely no character development. So, before the fight that we've all been waiting for is about to start, Lex does a few things to stir things up. He finds out who Superman is and who Batman really is, kidnaps Superman's mom, and then bribes Superman to fight Batman, or his mom dies. All the time while they fight, Lex is infusing his DNA with General Zod and creating an abomination. Now the fight between Batman and Superman lasts all of 5 minutes? till Superman says his mom's name, who shares the same name as Batman's mom. Then they instantly become best friends because of it. Batman then goes to save Superman's mom while Superman fights the monster that Lex Luthor has created, called Doomsday. Wonder Woman joins the fight and helps Superman hold down Doomsday. After a while, they figure out that they can't keep him down unless they kill him with kryptonite. So Superman grabs a kryptonite spear and flies at him, stabbing him through the chest. Then Doomsday stabs him and kills him. This brings us to the end of the movie, at Superman's funeral, where they say their goodbyes and you see dirt rising from his grave, hinting at Superman just may be alive. Now this movie had so much going for it, but tries so hard to have everything in it at once. Batman and Superman fighting would have been enough. But now, we will never see the Justice League at Superman's funeral. Never see the consequences of Superman dying and the world without him, but still having the League. I really wanted to feel a connection between Superman and feel something when he died. But because of how short-lived he was with only 2 movies, I can't. I really wanted to fear that he may never come back, but I really can't with the way they went with this. I'm so disappointed in this movie. And most people are saying, it'll get better with the next few movies, but honestly, that's not how we should judge movies. They should be able to be standalone. Sure, the special effects were cool and the fight scenes were intense, but overall, this was a huge disappointment from all the build-up it got.
Bruce Wayne meets Clark Kent. Ah, I love it. I love bringing people together.
So, what do you guys think? Agree or disagree with me? Tweet me at CTV with the hashtag MovieSnobs, and I'll see you guys at the theaters.
So this week, Dominic and Kyle went to the video game club.
Wait, hold up. You're telling me that somewhere there's a club where you can go and play video games?
Yeah,
And where might this club be?
right here at the University of Akron. Let's check it out.
Hi Goof viewers, this is Dominic, and I'm here today with Nate Longworth, the treasurer for the Akron Video Game Club. Nate, how you doing?
I'm doing as well as can be expected after a heated match of Mario Party.
So Nate, tell us, what is the Akron Video Game Club?
We're basically just a group of students who get together every week and play video games.
All right. And what kind of setup do you guys have? What is it that you guys do?
Well, a lot of people refer to us as a Super Smash Club rather than Video Game Club. Guess that tells a lot. But there's not only Nintendo consoles, there's also a PS2, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and I believe Eric has a Pi 3, which emulates Dreamcast, PS1 games, and a few other systems.
Very cool. Where is it that you guys meet every week?
We meet in Lay Hall, room 408, from 4 to 6, usually.
If somebody was interested in joining the Akron Video Game Club, what would they do to join?
Just swing by Friday around between 4 and 6.
Well, Nate, thank you very much for taking the time, and thank you for watching. Until next time, thank you for goofing off with us.
Wow. The video game club seems like a really cool place to just hang out on Friday nights, grab a cup of hot cocoa, get some friends, gather around the fireplace, play some video games.
Yeah, it does. So it feels as though we're moving along really well.
Yeah, and I think we're moving a little too fast, and I think we should take a break.
But we just had a break.
Well, don't move, because we'll be right back.
Like what you see here in Goofing Off? Be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube page. And also check out our Instagram.
Welcome back. If you're just now tuning in, we are Goofing Off live right here in Colby Hall at the University of Akron.
Let's jump into Mainstream Mike and see what Mike has for us this week.
Hey everybody, I'm Mainstream Mike, your captain of the gaming mainstream, and welcome to the live show. Let's take a minute to talk about reboots. It seems they're everywhere nowadays, especially with TVs and movies, but video games are also subject to reimaginations to characters and try to take hold of a new audience and generation. Sony has been doing this for quite some time, but in the late 90s to mid 2000s, there were 3 groups of characters that Sony really called its mascots. And they were Jak and Daxter, Sly Cooper in the game, and Ratchet and Clank. So So with that said, let's take a look at the new reboot for Ratchet and Clank.
But if you have heart, then you have what it takes. You don't have what it takes.
But I have heart.
Yes, but unfortunately that heart is encased in a weak, muscleless mass of inexperience.
So let's start with the lighting and characters. I will admit to you guys, I did not play the first few Ratchet and Clank games that came back out in the 2000s. I was more of a Sly Cooper fan. But from what I have played so far, this game is great. First, the lighting and characters. Everything in this world is bright and colorful, and it just grabs hold of your attention from start to finish. And now Clank, who is a small robot, basically serves as your partner with some funny, pure logic, as most robots would. And Ratchet, who is a wombat tiger. Okay, I'll be completely honest, I have no idea what Ratchet is, but he serves as a heavy hitter with all the guns and stuff. And oh boy, the guns. It's the good times. The guns are amazing, and per gaming code, I won't tell you what they do because you need to play it for yourself, and in order to understand their wackiness and uniqueness, you have to play. Finally, the story seems somewhat a bit Star Wars inspired, and it'll run you a 15-hour campaign. Ratchet dreams of leaving his planet in quest for something more. Insert your Star Wars and Disney princess jokes here. My final score for the new Ratchet and Clank is an 8 out of 10.
Hello, Veldin!
Hello, Captain!
He's on fire again.
I know.
My name is Copernicus Quark, and yes, that was an impressive wall of fire I just walked past.
So what do you think? Do you agree or disagree? Be sure to let me know at ZTV Goofing Off with the hashtag Mainstream. But until next semester, I'm Mainstream Mike saying, see you later, guys.
I think I might be going out on a limb here, and it might just be me, but I really think Kyle has just an awesome face-off for us this week.
I'm excited to see what it is. Let's see what he has.
Hello everyone, I'm Kyle Glockner, and welcome to this live episode of Face Off. As far as fighting games go, the games that most quickly come to mind would likely be the classics such as Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, or Tekken. But today, I'm going to be talking about Nintendo's own fighting franchise, the Super Smash Bros. Series. Since the original Smash's debut on the N64 in 1999, the lovable fighting franchise has seen a release on every Nintendo home console since, as well as a 3DS version of the latest installment. So with that in mind, we have Super Smash Bros., Super Smash Bros. Melee, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and Super Smash Bros. 4 for today's battle. Let's get started. For the first installment in the series, Super Smash Bros. On the N64 set the bar high for the series. This game allowed kids to settle the old playground argument of whether Link would beat Samus in a fight. Allowing you to duke it out as 12 characters from various Nintendo franchises, this game was the first of its kind and brought a unique twist to the fighting game franchise. For starters, unlike the typical fighting games like Street Fighter, there aren't typical button combos in Smash. Only 3 methods of attack. Standard attacks, which can turn into more powerful Smash attacks, special attacks, and grab attacks are available for each character. In addition, the goal is not to deplete an enemy's life bar, but to knock them off the stage in some way. This created one of the most unique fighting experiences a game ever had, still holding a candle to competitors. While this game blew many people out of the water, fans only had to wait a mere 2 years for the new installment in the series. Released in 2001 for the GameCube, Super Smash Bros. Melee extended the roster to 26 characters, more than double the previous entries' numbers. This game introduced new features such as multiple new single-player modes and a trophy collection. But like with the Dragon Ball Z Budokai and Xenoverse battle, single-player campaigns don't make a fighting game. Melee made many improvements to the formula of its predecessor, greatly speeding up movement and adding new depths of strategy with even more moves to choose from. This game quickly rose into the competitive ranks of gaming, even being considered the best competitive Smash by gamers everywhere. Now, unlike the incredibly short period between the original installment and Melee, fans had to wait a whopping 7 years until the next installment, and then wait through about 4 further delays. Released for the Wii in 2008, Super Smash Bros. Brawl featured a whopping 39 characters, including non-Nintendo newcomers such as Sega's Sonic the Hedgehog and Konami's Solid Snake. This game changed a lot from Melee, adding a full single-player campaign with a unique story to bring all the characters together with an original boss at the end. It slowed down the pace of fighting to many fans' displeasure. Another unwanted feature is the random chance that a character can trip during battle.
Now, I know that sounds really picky, but if you've played Brawl before, you know how frustrating it can be to have the perfect opportunity only to trip and then die. But then there came hope for the series, as in 2014, the latest installment was released. Almost 2 years ago in 2014, Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS and Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, more commonly referred to as simply Smash 4, were released for, you guessed it, 3DS and Wii U. These games featured an astronomical 58 characters, including 7 downloadable characters available post-launch. This game is an overall improvement from Brawl, being officially called a fusion of Melee and Brawl, and it is just that. The speed and movements are all quicker than Brawl, but not quite Melee quick. These games did away with the large single-player campaign, but added a mode similar to Mario Party called Smash Tour, which is exclusive to the Wii U version. With these games also came a new line of toys called Amiibos. With an Amiibo figure, players could tap in their favorite character to train against, with the Amiibo learning as they fought the player, providing a challenge to all those single players out there. Well, with all that out of the way, it's time to decide which one stands out on top. Coming in at 4th place is Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Hardcore fans of the franchise probably saw this coming, but for those who aren't as well versed in Smash, like I said before, this game is overall extremely slow, to the point that I honestly hardly enjoy playing it when a much better alternative is right beside me. If you have access to any of the other 3 Smash games, don't even bother with this one. In 3rd place is the original Super Smash Bros. For the N64. The only reason this game really beats out Brawl is because of the fact that at least a third of the roster in Brawl is broken beyond belief. Looking at you, Meta Knight. This entry is simply the most bland in the series, as would be expected of the first entry in a fighting game, and sits comfortably above Brawl in the rankings. If you have a chance, get this game solely to see how this amazing franchise started out. Coming in at 2nd, at a disappointment to most, is Super Smash Bros. Melee. While this game is the best competitive Smash in the series and offers some of the quickest gameplay, it's only the perfect game for those in the competitive field. As a casual fan, Melee is really just a fast-paced version of the others, but with a smaller roster. But for those fans like me who consider themselves a mixture of casual and competitive, this next one's for you. As you can figure out, Super Smash Bros. 4 claims the #1 spot. With the largest roster and the most balanced gameplay of all the entries, how could this game not be #1? It appeals to both the casual and competitive fans by offering a gameplay style that both types of fans could get into. So by those standards, Smash 4 is the winner of this battle. So what do you think? Which Smash do you think deserves the #1 spot? Be sure to let me know by tweeting me at ZTVGoofingOff using the hashtag FaceOff. Until next time, I'm Kyle Glockner, and I'll see you next semester on FaceOff.
So I talked with Juan and I found the list of seniors here at ZTV who are going to be graduating.
Well, don't keep me in suspense. Get on with it. Who are they?
Let's find out. We made this for our fellow seniors.
There sure are a lot of seniors leaving, and I just want to say thank you guys so much. You guys will definitely be missed here at ZTV, and we wish you the best of luck in all of your future endeavors.
Brendan, I noticed you weren't on that video. Are you ever going to graduate?
Well, you know what they say. College is like a fine wine. Best aged through experience.
I've never heard that before.
And then when employers taste the fruits of my endeavors, they will say, wow, what a great kid.
Yeah, never heard that one before, but okay. Well, that's all we have this week on Goofing Off.
If you do want to see more content or see what Goof is up to, be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube page, and be sure to check out our Instagram. I'm Brendan O'Hara.
And I'm Andrea Ash.
Thank you for taking the time to goof off with us.
Naota Nandaba. Naota Nandaba. Naota Nandaba. Naota Nandaba.
I am pretty excited. Okay, sorry. I'll be more energetic.
No, wait, are we recording or?
Movies of the year. Batman versus Superman.
I don't know if you need to, but if you do need to, it seems like we need to.
This program was produced by ZTV at the University of Akron. To find out how you can make Emmy-winning media, visit the UA School of Communication online. ZTV. Make media. Make a difference.